friends, is why I rarely wear hats. This is also exactly what I used to look like in grade 9 when I used to wear hats, when the neighbor used to cut my hair. Here I am! Here I am! Hi, everybody! Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi, Jen. How are you? Hi. Welcome to day 10 of cooking with me. No, not day 10. It's day 10 of December Lives, and it is day 2 of Easy Baking Day. And if you saw my post earlier today, and I even printed it off because you know the old cornstarch just now has the pictures of like the shortbread cookies without the actual. Well, there's not an actual picture of shortbread cookies on this one. But the recipe that I printed out, oh my God, just took me right back home. I should say, now my mother had like the original like short cake cookies, which are different than short bread cookies. And the short cake, hey Jay, I saw that. Yeah, your Wi-Fi is working, yes. Oh my gosh, yes, because I find, you know, as much as technology can get on our nerves, my God, I would not want to be going through this pandemic without technology. That is for sure. Even when it bugs up, it's still, you know, I just can't imagine. So today we're making these cookies, and lots of the time, I usually try to double a recipe, right? I'm like, if I take it all out, I may as well do it twice. And this recipe says it makes 24 cookies. Now, I have learned, hey Carmen, I have learned, I don't know what I do. When I follow this exact recipe, I ain't getting 24 cookies from it, first of all. And also, when I double the recipe, I'm not getting like 48. Nor when I double the recipe, do they ever really turn out right. So, I am doing one batch, which is supposed to be 24 cookies. And since we're not giving away baking this year, I don't know if people are or do, I don't even know what that is. It means that Graham and I get to reap all the rewards of what I'm making this week. So today, it's Grandma's shortbread is what we're calling it. And it is 4 easy ingredients. And the first ingredient is a half a cup of cornstarch. Now I do have Graham's readers here because A, they're way better than mine, and B, I need to see what I'm doing. Sift together cornstarch, icing sugar, and flour. And that's just what we're gonna do right here in this bowl. I don't know if this is big enough, but we'll see what happens. So the cornstarch, my friends, and I've opened up I got an idea from my friend Sharon, who's doing a retreat with Kim Bond, and they had all kinds of fun angles, and I thought, instead of having my phone right here, this opens up the kitchen a little bit more, so you get to see a little bit more of what I'm doing, and you get to see the mess I create. You'd never think I had a year of cooking under my belt from 19 years ago, and you know, we were graded on the neatness of our stations, and once upon a time I used to have a neat station. Oh my God, look at these glasses. I really kind of do look like Mrs. Claus with these glasses on. Okay, I'm sifting. I've got a sifter. So, and I've got soft butter here, so we're gonna go with cornstarch. I should set my oven too, shouldn't I? Where are we going here? We are going at 300 degrees. One moment. 300 degrees. Here we go. All right, Carm, the oven is still working like a charm. We got one bum burner a little bit, but nothing that a quick kick to the left side of the bottom right-hand side of the behind the stove, and that'll get it turned right back on again. So we have 1/2 cup Canada cornstarch. I'm assuming this is Canadian cornstarch and it's not from a foreign country. Sorry, I don't know where that came from. And I really, unless I ask for it, please don't tell me how messy I am as a cook, because I know, and ask my husband. Well, actually, if you've got a better tip, my God, I take all kinds of, you know, I take hints. I take, as you know, I'm not a baker. So, you know, and God knows I even needed craft assistance from my friend Linda. So, hi, Sue. How are you? How are you? Oh, I got family on. I got family on. There's my cornstarch. And now we're going to have, icing sugar with 1/2 cup icing sugar. So we had all this already. The only thing I needed to go out and get was butter. And that's just because we were low on butter. We certainly didn't have 3/4 of a cup of butter. That has been sitting nicely by the fireplace, warming up. Nice life a stick of butter has, right? Okay, so icing sugar, 1/2 cup icing sugar. Okay, let's go with the icing sugar. So how is everybody's Wednesday going? No, it's Thursday. People would think that I'm not paying attention to the days, and it's not that I'm not paying attention, it's just that I just don't know most of the time. I now have 2 calendars in my office going. And I tried a dry erase calendar, so we had also, does it matter what order you sift the dry stuff in? No, but I am following the exact way of the recipe. Somebody once told me that the directions of a recipe are there for a reason. And so I'm just doing it in order. I'm sure it's all going in the same bowl, so I don't think it matters. I don't know how old this icing sugar is, and I don't know if you're supposed to do this. God, now I'm really nervous because my sister-in-law Carm is on here, and she probably I know she bakes more than I do. So this is all supposed to sort of sift through, I guess. Yeah, so here we go. Yeah, so I was out briefly today. I had to, of course, like I said, go get some butter for these cookies. And you know what? See, this is why I don't like baking, because I'm done now with this icing sugar wanting to get through the strainer. See, I'm making a mess, and I just want it out. So, you know what? Screw the little balls that are in there, if there's little balls. See, and I know that that's not right. I know that that's got to be sifted for a reason. That's exactly correct. Yes, thank you, Sue. And already I've made a mess. So I'm going to put a whole new meaning into clean as I go. And I'm going to clean up right now, because I still have to deal with flour. And we all know flour is just as bad as cornstarch. Okay, so let's go here now. Now I have, what do I have? I have flour. And I'm not even going to fool around with gluten-free flour. And for 2 reasons. First of all, if I know that they're gluten-free cookies, I will eat the living crap out of them. I will eat them. If I know they have gluten flour in them, then I will eat them, but with maybe a little bloating. That said, an interesting thing has happened to me since I stopped eating meat. Now, I stopped eating meat in January, and my gluten tolerance has gone up. I found, and it sort of started, in about March and April, when Graham started making his homemade bread. And he wasn't making them gluten-free, but he was making it 1 cup of flour. Here we go. But for some reason, I could eat slice after slice and be good with it. And we figured it was the preservatives or something in regular bread that was causing maybe my bloating and my gas and my all the obnoxious things I get when I have gluten. But I wasn't getting them with the bread. Hi, Cynthia! And since I stopped eating meat and started eating Graham's bread, maybe it's Graham's bread. Who knows? But I find I can tolerate gluten a lot better now, which allows me, to open up a little bit more as to what I can eat. But then I've shut that down with being a vegetarian. However, oh my God, there's so many good vegetarian dishes out there. Graham and I are loving being vegetarian. Every once in a while we'll sort of have a family meeting where our eyes will meet across a bowl of lentils, and we'll say, do you want to eat any meat yet? No. Do you want to eat any meat yet? No. And then we continue eating our lentils. It's just that simple, really. Okay, so that's all that together. All right, with a wooden spoon, blend in butter. Now, I also know for a fact that this blend in butter with a wooden spoon can get nasty, because it doesn't really blend the way you really want it to blend. So I've taken all my rings off just in case I need to get in there with my hands. But the only unfortunate thing about that is that it warms up the butter too fast, and then we have to refrigerate it. See, I'm not a stranger when it comes to this recipe. I've made my fair share of these shortbread cookies, but I made a terrible batch of my mother's shortcake cookie recipes a couple years ago. And oh my God, that was the year, Carmen, Sue, you'll remember, that was the year that we had the shortbread crust Christmas dessert, because my cookies did not keep their shape. Not at all. They were falling apart. And I said, does anybody know what to do with a bunch of shortcake recipes? So everybody started giving me these shortbread cookie recipes. And I made, oh my God, it was so good. It was like blueberry crumble, but with the shortbread cookie crust. It was decadent. Okay, now I also know there's measuring things on here. So 1 cup butter, I think that's it right there. Let's line it up. I also find that sometimes, there we go, 1 cup butter. And I think, should I chop this up a little bit to put it in there? Maybe so. Hi Dallas, how are you? See, now I am looking for advice. If I've got to blend this, it just says soften. So I think if I make it smaller and don't make it the big blob, again, this is when I would be asking for advice. Remember when I said earlier, nobody tell me what to do? Now somebody tell me what to do. I go both ways between those two things. So I'm just gonna sort of cut it up a little bit smaller. Yes, my sister-in-law is saying yes, cut it up smaller. Okay, so here we go. Yeah, that makes sense now. Seems like a lot of butter. So if you're just joining me, I'm making easy shortbread with Canadian cornstarch. That's what the recipe says. That could be a brand name, Canadian cornstarch, but I don't know. And it's 4 ingredients, just up my alley. And you know, the feature, of course, is you can put dried maraschino. Hey Tina, how are you? Hi, and Jenna, hey. You're catching me live, Tina, yay. And you know, they have the pictures, and I've done them before, of the maraschino cherry, you know, that big red candy cherry, and sprinkles. I've done them both before, but I don't have any of those at home, and nor did I really want to spend the money to buy those. So I looked around and I remembered I have the semi-sweet chocolate from yesterday. So I'm actually, and I've done this before, I'm going to melt a little bit of that and drizzle it over the shortbread. And I have some dried apricots, which I'm gonna put on. So how good does that sound? You know, even when I'm doing this, I still need to make it a little healthy. So with chocolate, a little healthy with dried fruit. Yeah, well, you know what I mean. I'm doing my part here. I'm doing my part. And I don't know, I guess that's a little bit of the butter that goes in. All right, seems like a lot of butter. Seems like half of that. Is this 2 cups? Probably is. It probably is 2 cups of butter, right? So if I have the half, then okay. It's great when you come on and do a live video and then you ask your audience what to do. Just quick rinse, talk amongst yourselves. Hey Sue and Carm, do you recognize this tree behind me? Take a look. I believe this was Hex tree. So I thought it'd be nice a background. So I've gotten my wooden spoon now, and now I'm pretending to break it up and make it smooth. Yeah, this is gonna be the longest process of the whole thing. I'm gonna see how far I get, and then I might go in with my hands. I don't know, we'll see. But I have plans. I have a couple more baking plans involved. I've got 3 more things lined up. I'm so excited for them. And squeeze them in between. So we're performing, I know it is Mama's, yeah. We're performing, our Hilarity group is performing on Saturday, so we had a dress rehearsal today. And yeah, we're funny. We're really funny. So that went really well. This is the painful part. Okay. I'd like to get these, I'm doing it, I don't care. I'm doing it, I'm going in and I'm mashing it. No comments here. This is the way it's gonna get, and if I do it fast enough and quick enough, it's just gonna all meld together so I can roll it out. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And I'm gonna roll it out right here on my counter, and put it. I have a tinfoil tray and a regular tray. Blair bought me a mixer. Oh, okay. I guess we do have a mixer. We have a mixer, but I'm not going to dig it out at this point because I know where it is, but these are my hands now, so it's all right. This is it. Like I said, I'm not a stranger to this, so it's not surprising me, and it's just a matter of getting it all folded in before the butter melts, and I'm almost there. I am almost there because it's starting to sort of stick to my hand, and yeah, we don't give these out to anybody, so it's just me and my hand sweat. Don't tell Graham. Okay, here we go. You know what? I think now the spoon can take care of the rest, and I am going to have to go wash my hands again. One moment. Talk amongst yourselves. Here we go. And as you know, I've got the cookie cutters. So we're going to do it up. So oh yeah, see, that's all it needed was just a little hand warmth. That sounds kind of weird, but here we go. Now, I don't have a roller either, but I do have a wine bottle that I'm going to use, empty wine bottle with, I don't know, wax paper on it. So I'm going to move this butter. Thanks for joining me today, everybody. It's never a dull moment. Actually, there is a dull moment sometimes. That's probably why I'm doing this. So as well, I wanted to cook both trays at the same time. I think I mentioned I've never baked on a tinfoil tray. I don't even know how it's gonna turn out. But we're gonna roll this puppy out. And I'm just gonna put the tinfoil on, parchment on here. And over here. And the parchment paper is gonna come off. I know, I'm pretty excited. All right, I do know I'm gonna sprinkle this with some. All right. I'm back. Hi, Carol. All right, so I'm rolling. I am rolling out, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm blobbing this down here. I'm just gonna blob it down. That's a technical term. Oh my God, I hope there's no actual real bakers in the house watching this. Now, are you really kidding me? They say this, now, they say that this makes 24 cookies. How can this little ball, warm hands, cold butter? Yeah, well, my butter was warm. So here we go. Not warm like melty warm, but it was, it was soft. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Rolling out. Look at that. Can you see that? Oh, it's beautiful. I don't know if there's comments in my way, but I'm sure. How the hell does this make 24 cookies? I'm gonna get like 5 out of them if I'm lucky. Like that, I've been gypped. Something's not right, man. Like what are they? Like 3 centimeter balls here? What do they say? I feel like that's why I doubled the recipe. Decorate, blah, blah, blah. Alternate dough. Oh, roll dough to 1/4 inch. Cut out shapes with cookie cut. Place 1.5 inches. Oh, 1 inch balls. I don't care what you say. There's not 24 1-inch balls here at all. I guess it all depends on how thick you do it. But we're going to do decorations. So here we go. And I'm going right here. I may only need this one pan. But man, oh man. Here we go. I guess I should have put flour on the cookie cutter because it's kind of sticking. Oh, there we go. Okay, I got a tree. Okay, let's do a tree. Let's do a snowman. Okay, now it's becoming lots of fun. Before I kind of had a roll them in to balls. Yeah, and press down. Oh yeah, that's one way to do it too, isn't it? Yeah. Well, I'm making little shapes. You know, and really the less cookies we have, the less the temptation sits around the house. And I'm actually making these guys a little bit thicker. But, you know, it's just Graham and I, so we don't need a whole lot of, oh no, he's got a leg. Okay, here we go. 1.5 inches apart. There, I'm just gonna do that. I've had them where they've all kind of cooked and baked into each other, and that's not fun either. Okay, and here we go. Here we go. I'm thinking now, of course, I should have doubled the recipe. Put the cookie cutters in flour. Oh yes, so they don't stick. Yep, that's smart. I'm tempting fate here. Here, I'll just do this. There we go. There we go. All right, another little star. I didn't melt the chocolate. I still can. Hold on. While I still do this, oh no, I put the chocolate, I drizzled them on the cooked cookies. That's right. I don't know, did somebody just say that out loud? Because I heard it. If somebody said it out loud, and if nobody said it out loud, it really means that that I just heard a voice in my head. Yes, they put it on the cooked ones. So, and even if one of you guys did say it out loud, chances are, you know what I think I did? I think I put flowers on my snowman, my gingerbread man is headless. Oh well, I'll still eat that. There we go. There's 6. See, like I'm only gonna get 12 out of here, not 24. But I guess if I had rolled them into balls, doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter because it's only Graham and I eating these. So we don't need to have too much. Now the experiment is gonna be cooking these, poke holes into a couple, okay, with a straw, and you can make tree sandwiches with jam. I don't want to eat 2 at a time in the same mouthful. But I do remember my mother pricking some with fork. Oh no, she'd just make the fork marks in the cookie. That's how exciting my mother was when she cooked, when she baked. And this is where my passion for baking came through. Probably the reason why I don't have maraschino cherries, another headless person, is because she would just make the shortbread cookies and press the fork into them, and then that was it. Like there was nothing else on them. And then I think a neighbor said to her or something, you should put something on there. Or maybe it was just my sister or me saying that. We need more Christmas trees here. So we have a few more minutes. I will take a picture of the finished product. Hi Tim, how are you? How are you? I am going to take, I am with the chocolate and I am going to put the apricots in before they go in the oven. Yeah, or I don't know, maybe now the apricots, maybe with the sugar. And you can see I'm really giving up on these shapes now. This is why I didn't become a baker when I was younger. Even though when I was in chef school, baking was my highest mark out of everything. Baking was my highest mark, which I found shocking. Because I went in it thinking, I am not going to like baking. And I don't know why I did so well in it. I don't know, because my thing was, there's a lot of detail there. And, you know, because you have to follow the recipe by heart for baking most of the time, or else it doesn't work out. Yeah, okay, here we go. Okay, well, my sleigh looks like a leaping horse now. And I got a couple more here that I'll get going, and then, yeah, and then they're going in the oven. And I will definitely take a picture, because honestly, you're not gonna sit here for 15 minutes and watch me twiddle my thumbs. And, here we go. Or clean up, because that's what I gotta do. Next is clean up. Okay, here we go. We're getting to the end, my friends, of the cooking portion, of the making portion, of the preparing portion. And I think I'll just do a couple more stars, because the stars are fairly easy. And there we go, it's coming out, and it's coming out and off. And, I can go up here, and then, you know what, then I'm just gonna make a couple of little, because it's getting kind of goopy now, I'm just gonna make a couple of odd, gonna make a couple of oddballs. And I do have some chopped up apricot here. So I am gonna put some apricot on some of the cookies because why not, right? And I was cutting them just to make them small because they're a little chewy. So this is what's gonna happen. Oh, I know what I could do. For my head, I could make, oh, it's too big. Anyway, I'm just gonna put a little apricot on each one, whether it, sticks in or not, who knows. If it starts to burn, I'll have to take it out. It really is adding absolutely nothing to the feature of the cookie. As you can see, it just is an orange blob. But I bet that once I get the chocolate drizzled over top, it's gonna be phenomenal. And I will post pictures of the finished product when I am done, because now I'm kind of excited and the house is gonna smell like Christmas and like shortbread. It's gonna be fantastic. Oh, and there's still a little bit of extra dough. Gonna make a teeny tiny cookie. Put it over here, and I'll melt that chocolate while the cookies are cooking. And I really thank you all so much. So tomorrow, my friends, I am gonna go live at 2 o'clock. And we are going to do emergency baking. That's all I'm gonna say. It's called emergency baking. And that's, what the hell? This is why my mise en place is a mess, because I don't clean up after myself. So tomorrow is emergency baking. What do I have in store? Well, you're gonna have to tune in tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for watching on the replay. Now I'm just eating raw dough. That's not good. I'm gonna throw these in the oven. Then I'm gonna take a finished picture and put it up for you all to see. I'm gonna give you the thumbs up on the taste test. So tomorrow at 2 o'clock, easy emergency baking. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be fun. It's going to be happening here. Sorry, now I'm chewing. Thank you all for tuning in. I'll take a picture. Likewise, if you're cooking right now and you're baking cookies like me, post a picture. I'd love to see them. If not, I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you all for watching.